the camera. A little closer, a little closer, a little farther, a little closer. Yeah, that's good. You got just right. Steelers. Where did you hear or read "Stop the Steal"? That was pretty funny.
Stop the steal. Oh no, I was actually referring to the poor people that 11.5 or 11 in the Bears game because they didn't get their extra point.
Oh, yeah, dude. Oh yeah, they would have gone for 2 too if there had been like 20 seconds left,
I think
right?
so. Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this insanity. The entire AFC playoff picture flipping on a dime.
As Peter Ovazet would say, the slate has been flipped on its head.
The slate has been flipped on its head. The Ravens-Chiefs game we were promised, not going to come to fruition in divisional weekend. Cannot believe this. Cannot believe this. That's okay. I'm ready. We're on to Buffalo. We're on to Buffalo. This is a wild game. Wild. From the Z score of like -8 for the Steelers, like 8 standard deviations below 0 for their first 10 plays. They conceded 28 points so freaking fast.
Immediately.
Snap. And honestly, these guys are veterans. Ben Roethlisberger is a veteran. When a snap goes over your head, why are you trying to land on it there? Just kick it out of the end zone. Like, don't concede.
The fact that it was him and Connor. You tell Connor, block for me so I can fall on this.
Fall on this. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but neither guy gets it. Then, sure enough, 3 picks. Ben Roethlisberger, 3. Not 1, not 2, but 3, and all on like tipped balls. Some amazing catch by the D lineman with just an amazingly athletic catch.
His forearms are like this, You get him squeezing that ball.
For Cleveland. Cleveland has 28 points before they even run 15 plays. It was a sight to behold. Happy for the city of Cleveland. They should be exulting. They should be excited. I don't realistically think the Steelers can come back and win. It wouldn't be the biggest ever playoff comeback were they to come back and win. That distinction goes to Frank Reich and the Buffalo Bills. 1992. The
Warren
Buffalo
Moon.
Bills. They were
Warren
down
Moon
to
had a hell of a first half.
Moon and the Houston Oilers.
The Oilers
were up 35-3 in that game, thanks to an interception, a pick 6 to start the second half. They went up 35-3. Buffalo Bills. Frank Reich then had, I think, 4 touchdown passes in the comeback effort by the Bills. Anyway, they ended up winning in overtime. Overtime is still a possibility in this game, although the field goal kind of dinks things up a little bit. I'm not at all impressed with the play calling, play sequencing by the Steelers offense in this game. It has been bad. They continue to really, really, really try hard to establish the run. You can give up. You can give up. Just throw. This team is missing their top 2 cornerbacks. Just throw it on them. I don't know why the plan was to run in the first place, but it seems insane, especially given that they've thrown Ben Roethlisberger had more pass attempts than any other quarterback in the league on a surgically repaired elbow through like 12, 13 weeks. Like, why now are we running? It doesn't make any sense. It's not good. And I think you have Matt
punted.
A punt on 4th. Yeah, that.
Punted.
4th and 8 down 28 points. They punt in the opponent territory.
Well, not only that, but the third down play there, knowing you're in a weird spot, you can't kick a field goal, and then throw. I know he got under pressure and he had to kind of whip it, but there should have been a plan to at least have something that's like either this gets 5 yards or this gets the first down. It's not all or nothing kind of thing where you needed to set up for a better 4th down, and then they ended up kicking a fucking punt. It was wild. So, Knob Creek, something rye tonight. A couple people asked. Yeah, it's good. Somebody said, "Why do you need ice?" And I could have just brought the drink out here to cool down plenty. It's actually warmer tonight.
The real question that I have for you: are you ready for Baltimore, Cleveland AFC title game in Baltimore?
That would be something.
Can we speak that into existence?
I don't think we can, but
although. The Cleveland would be the lowest seed in the Final 4. That would hurt. That would take a little money out of our pockets in the Calcutta. But that's fine. That's fine. Cleveland is going to give Kansas City a game next week. They are. I think
this is actually not optimal, according to you earlier. According to you last night, you would have rather seen.
Although Baltimore Cleveland's going to play like this, if Cleveland's going to play like this, maybe they can do Baltimore's dirty work for them.
Well, what do you mean play like this? By play like this, you mean play against Big Ben? Like
Kareem Hunt and Chubb they are doing some damn good work. I don't want to blame the Steelers defense. I mean, the Steelers defense are not tackling well, and they're down a million bodies. I know
they've been soft up. Yeah, they've been soft up the middle for, they've been soft up the middle for weeks and weeks after all those injuries. Like, people have been able to run up the gut against Pittsburgh. I don't want to take anything away from Hunt or Chubb, like very good running backs, but it is going to be a different story when they face some of the other teams. Not maybe Kansas City. You're still going to be able to run against Kansas City, but let's see if they can keep up with that offense if they're doing so, especially if they continue to be missing players. Not going to surprise me when Cleveland moves on, we see more COVID cases next week. Like, this is not over. This shit just goes away on Sunday so they can play the game. Like, that's kind of how this is. We've seen this for 4 weeks in a row. Like, oh man, Cleveland's got it cleaned up. Looks like we can play the game. And then we get to Monday, and like, man, Cleveland, COVID, huh? Whole shitload of it. Everybody's sick. It's not good. They're all dying in there. And then we get to Sunday again. Oh man, oh yeah, it's not funny because it's a fucking farce, is what it is. But it is, whatever. They're playing the game. If they cancel this game,
community spread, Andy. It was community spread.
All right, we need to play. What are the lines? Because
Steelers
honestly, I'm going to flip a goddamn coin for this. What do you do in a game like this?
Steelers minus
What's the
7
total?
plus 112. Steelers minus 7.
You playing it? Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Steelers are going to score some points here. Come on. They're going to air it out. The Browns are they're missing. They're down a couple guys too. Not only is Joe Bitonio out with the COVID,
Bitonio, Jeff Conklin,
he lost Conklin too. So they're down. This is a mass unit now on the offensive line. Baker's looked great. He doesn't look like a playoff debutant, although obviously getting a nice 28-point cushion to start is a good way to.
I thought Baker kind of sucked.
Pressure off. Well, you didn't see his last drive. He was pretty
okay.
He was pretty slick on that last drive when you were outside.
What's the total?
With the Steelers. 24.
Yeah, I don't hate that either.
Either Steelers or the under. You would take the over there, or what?
No, I'd saying it's a good number.
It is a good number. Yeah. No, we're taking Steelers minus 7 plus.
Yeah, but Bitonio sleeps with the fishes. What are we? So the live total is. So if it's 24, we've scored 45 points. What's the live total then?
60 something.
That's gonna make it.
It's 24 plus 35 plus
45.
10, 69. 69.
It's good for any live total. I bet a bunch of thanks, Benzie Sports. Bengal Tiger almost got it. He said 59. I do have a few live and somebody even asked me, like, at what point, somebody DM'd, what point are you live betting the Steelers? And like, man, I've been hitting some live overs because I don't think the Steelers stop anything. Like, that's why I'm not super excited about the 7, but I think we push this.
Here's the thing. The Browns, their scripted stuff was fly. It was awesome. It was great. And
was it fly?
Yeah, it was excellent. It was
fly.
The Kevin Stefanski, he's in his basement. He's not at halftime addressing the troops. He's not keeping calm. This is the Mike Prefer show. And I don't know that he's an adjustment guy. He's a special teams coach. He's probably just like, everybody cool your jets. We got another half of football. It is I don't think this game is in reach for Pittsburgh, but they're going to make it closer than the current margin of 25 points, I think, personally. Browns do get the ball to start the second half, although I would put – I think Steelers can make a couple adjustments. They know that the clock is their enemy in this one. Right, and the Browns literally are probably doing whatever they can to shorten this game. I think you can cheat up and put more guys in the box and really,
And who's the Browns' backup quarterback? Well, if they're up by if they're up by 3 scores late, you might not see Baker and the boys out there.
Right. That's very Mason Rudolph. Put Mason Rudolph back in. He looked a lot better against this Browns team last week.
Yeah.
It's Mason Rudolph time. The backup for Baker Mayfield is your old boy from Minnesota.
Oh, Case Keenum?
Yes.
God, I hate that guy.
He has a playoff win under his belt. Some would call it miraculous.
He's been to an NFC title game.
Yeah. Well,
and then couldn't hack it in Denver.
He was bad.
Let Case cook.
I lost my on that day. Let Case cook.
I went to a bar, left at halftime. God, I miss watching a game in a bar. Who has better looking women, Cleveland or Pittsburgh? I've been to both cities.
I've only ever been to Pittsburgh. It was actually like a kind of a fun young vibe. I thought it was good.
I traveled to both cities on the same trip with the missus, so just in case she's watching, it's a tie because she was in both cities with me. Aw. She was younger then too, so she was better looking.
That's less nice.
I was better looking too. A lot of slump busters in both cities. I like Pittsburgh a lot more than Cleveland as far as the fun I had.
All right. I guess I don't really have much more on the second half handicap. My intention was always to take Pittsburgh. I don't mind getting this -7. I mean, because basically what there is a lot of avenues where Pittsburgh covers -7 in the second half. A true comeback, garbage time points, just a lack of urgency by Cleveland. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, Cleveland. Do you think Cleveland looks for
the throat stomp?
Yeah,
they already have so many fucking points. I don't think
do you think they want to score 60? Like, what's the ceiling of points scored by Cleveland in the second half?
I don't know. Like, if they just try to run the ball, like we talked about this off air, the path to running the clock out in a game where you lead by a bunch is to run the ball, kill the clock. But when you're running the ball so fucking effectively, it's hard to run the clock out because eventually you just keep running, knocking out 8 yards of carry. You wind up running into the end zone. So it's going to be hard for this game. Like, maybe I do lean a little on the over 24, even though that's a lot. Like, in that, you're getting into the 70s at that point.
There's two things. The ground attack for Cleveland has been working well, but
overtime.
I think without question you can make some adjustments at halftime if you're the Steelers and you cheat on the run. Like I think it's imperative that you cheat a little bit on the run here in the second half. So it should be somewhat better in terms of stopping the run. Also, the loss of Conklin might matter. That is possible that that doesn't. Well,
and they have a game next week. Like this is a
game next week, and their script is over. I wanted to address a couple things. Also, it's I know we bet Pittsburgh as the pick. Their one touchdown they had. That was a charity
gift. That was a gift. That fourth down spot.
Fourth down. We agree with that. Like that spot on fourth down was.
If that's on the other side of the 2-minute warning, Cleveland's challenging that.
Yes, I would 100% agree.
So maybe that was the thing. Maybe that's why Ben rushed that play. So he knew he could get fourth down on the other side of the 2-minute warning.
It was.
Well, either way, it was going to happen.
Charity. That was a weird charity.
When they rushed that play, man. Oh.
And I mean, it was so not definitive, and the way it got spotted, and they gave him the signal. I was like,
they didn't measure. They just
gave Pittsburgh 7 points. Okay.
All right. Oh, Ryan has a good point. Cleveland can't challenge. Stefanski has the red flags in his basement.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Oh, that comes
Danny
into
Vegas
the second half handicap.
A question that is important to answer here. When is the divisional opener scope? So we are going to live stream the typical podcast that we used to do on Sundays. We're going to do it on Mondays, noon PST for the duration of the postseason.
Yep. Noon PST, 3 p.m. East Coast time, 2 p.m. Central.
Cleveland.
If you live in the mountains,
that's a good adjustment. That was a good adjustment by them. They knew that the Steelers were going to give them opportunities to throw, and they're doing it. So tomorrow we're going to get
right after Brown Bag, I got to go do deep dive with Drew. Busy Monday for me. It's going to be fun. Yeah, fuck work tomorrow.
Well, yeah,
we'll do that. That is my work. My work is doing the stuff with you.
We'll do that after Divisional. So the next 3 Sunday pods are actually going to be on Monday at noon PST. We'll do them live.
And that'll be, that'll kind of be the off-season schedule. You know how the off-season, anybody who's been around for a couple of years and followed the podcast, you know how the off-season schedule can get a little loosey-goosey. Maybe there's a week where there's only one podcast because we're busy, but for the most part, I think we'll try to do Monday and Wednesday. More interviews. Bringing in cool dudes.
Baker moving the ball in chunks here. Not great. Lot of second half left.
A lot of time left.
His ball doesn't look like super sharp, but he's making good decisions.
He's not looking good. He's not looking good today.
They're not generating a lick of pressure.
No,
which is how you bring out the worst in him. Yeah. I don't know. I guess if Cleveland holds, did you say that that those numbers were up? Cleveland KC was up. Did you see that?
Yeah. Somebody said that. I didn't look.
What would you make it without looking?
In Kansas City over Cleveland, 6.5.
There you have 7.5 up. So there's a surcharge on back in Kansas City.
That doesn't surprise me. I would make it 6.5. I don't blame them for putting it on the other side, making people pay for Kansas City.
If they were full strength here, this would have closed Pittsburgh -3. Why? What? Yeah. Is there 4.5 points separation really between KC and Pittsburgh?
Yeah.
They want you to put KC in a teaser, that's for sure. If it's 7.5,
that doesn't sound so bad.
that might be your second leg with your winning leg for the Buccaneers this week, because the Buccaneers are going to be that thing did come down from 3.5 to 3 like we postulated.
Yeah,
but I don't think it's going to 2.5.
That'd be tough
unless they have a lot of really good injury news. Third week in a row of travel for the Baltimore Ravens. Will take them to Buffalo this week instead of
Buffalo. Might be better than traveling out to the middle of nowhere.
KC. It's going to be cold. Buffalo invites you to run on them, but guess what? That could potentially
be a problem. You beauty.
That
KC
could potentially
teaser.
KCGB teaser. Yeah, that's going to be a very popular play.
You know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do? I have a place that'll let me do a 5.5 point teaser. So I'll do Kansas City -2, Green Bay -1.5. Or like maybe a 5 point teaser. 2.5, 2. 5 point teaser. See what price they give me.
I like it.
Will has a point.
Buffalo, Baltimore total is 51. Does that surprise you?
I don't know. I thought high 40s, but
Josh Allen's
good.
I'm trying to think of Josh Allen versus the Baltimore defense and whether that will work. We saw them last year. It was a super windy game, and we didn't really get a sense of how he matches up against the Wink Martindale defense.
It just ain't some snow. They bring blitzing him seems like a bad idea. Like leaving him with single coverages on the outside. Like if you want to bring exotic blitzes at Josh, I don't like that. I think he matches up decent. What's happening in the Cleveland game? I'm out on a fucking ship.
Clove punt.
Clove punt. That's good.
And a nice-ish return for Pittsburgh.
Cheers.
They took it from the goal line to the 15. We do know solidly what these time slots for these games is going to be. Did you see that?
Oh, no, I can't.
I think. So
I saw the graphic, but then I just didn't even think about it that it was.
let's assume this holds.
They did the time cap.
Let's do this.
We can assume that.
How would you stagger them if you were making the schedule for optimum entertainment value?
Kansas City Sunday night.
They have Kansas City right now Sunday morning.
Oh, that's stupid. Well, then Baltimore Sunday night or Saturday night. Baltimore Saturday night. And then Green Bay Sunday night.
They have Tampa, New Orleans, and Sunday afternoon spot. So it's weird. They don't do a night. They don't
think
do
like
a nighttime.
Oh yeah.
On Sunday. There's like an early and a late kick, but they're both in the afternoon. It is Rams Packers is the matinee on Saturday. Ravens Bills is the prime time on Saturday.
Let's hear it for Super Wild Card Weekend. This was great. Six weekends, 6 games. Super Wild Card Weekend. I'm going to be pissed with only 4 games next week.
I know. We're spoiled.
Stupid divisional round.
We are spoiled.
No, I guess you can't really screw the schedule up. They're all pretty good games. We've gotten rid of the Bears. You know what? I don't even want to say we've got rid of Washington because Heineke was fun. I'm not even mad about losing that second half yesterday. That was fun. He was a goddamn gamer.
Yeah. I forgot what we even played. So I wasn't even upset.
Oh, we played Tampa -3, and it never had a chance. Heineke was a baller.
He was great. I would get him on my squad if I have a questionable quarterback room, and I want somebody to feel a little heat, a little challenge. Did we really get 6 games? That's a good question, Kevin. That middle one.
The Bears. I mean, if
the fact that the highlight of that game was Nickelodeon slime.
Yeah, and Gabby, just Gabby bringing the heat to the announcer booth. She was great. If Wims catches that ball, was that Wims that dropped the touchdown?
It was.
If Wims catches the ball, maybe that game has a different feel to it.
Yeah, we would have sweated this. We would have sweated the secret pod team total play a little bit more too. Right. Because it was not a sweat, it turned out. It turned out not at all. And actually, you know what? As much as I want to shit on that game because it was not good, that was the most profitable game betting I had.
Yeah,
by far.
Winning. Well, because I forget about like when people DM me and like, hey, here's this funny thing that you said in the pod. I laughed at it. And like, I don't even remember saying that. Like I have like early onset, I think. I can't remember things I say 3 days ago. So I never, ever remember. How many times do I DM you every week? Like, what was the pod play again? Because I don't want to go look at 5 different books to try to figure out where I place it. I bet it usually when I remember. And then I forget what it is. So like that was exciting because it's like 51st dates or whatever. I was excited. Oh, yeah. Hey, guess what? You bet this. I'm like, oh, they only have 3 points. That's awesome.
Yeah.
So we'll have to think of one.
Knob Creek will do that. Yeah, Mike's right. Andy's a knob snob.
It's good.
Final
I'm gonna have
question.
One more.
Let's wrap this up and go watch Pittsburgh drive and get this touchdown. Bama or OSU for you tomorrow night? Gun to head.
Bama wins, doesn't cover.
Whoa.
A lot of points. I don't think it's. I don't think
so. That's not exactly a hot take.
Yeah, not a hot take. I don't think we see like a real competitive game at the end, but I think OSU backdoors them. Bama by 6.
Yeah. Okay.
42-38.
Yeah.
That's not by 6. 42.
Okay. I laid the points with Bama.
How many though?
8.
Well, best of luck to you.
And the reason I laid 8 was because Alabama has a dynamic offense. They can get it. They can kill you either way. And OSU has to make a decision. They have to pick their poison. Are they going to allow Bama to run the ball by having more defensive backs in the field, play a little more nickel, play some zone? Or are they going to stick to what they do always, run the base defense? And What are you laughing about?
Did you see what Ryan just wrote? 42-38. Better be 5'3". That guy has a broken brain, but like in the best way. And he's the guy who's teaching me how to make cutting boards.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Yeah. No. Yeah. OSU is going to have a tough time. They're going to have a tough time stopping both the pass and the run. That's all it really comes down to.
No, they're going to have to score a shitload to keep up.
Yeah, and Fields with the broken ribs, and this isn't
not broken.
No, the only teams that can really the only team that I've ever really seen hang it on a Nick Saban defense was last year LSU and Joe Brady and Joe Burrow.
Joe Brady ain't walking through that door.
Jamar Chase, Justin Jefferson, like this is as much as I like Zach Day, he's no Joe Brady. As much as I like Justin Fields, he's no Joe Burrow. As much as I like some of the skill position players for the Ohio State Buckeyes, they are not Jamar Chase and Justin Jefferson and Clyde Edwards-Helaire. So
who's the running back? Sermon.
They're going to have a really tough time keeping up. I think Bama waxes that ass. Bama by double dig.
Yeah, it'll be. I don't have a strong take. You put me on the spot. Nothing would surprise me with how many skilled players Bama's have. So it'll be fun. I'm excited. I'll have some props. Like I've said a couple times, there'll be a prop show on Brown Bag Bets tomorrow.
Also, what do you call it?
Win bet?
Cleveland's getting their win tonight, man. Great. Cleveland can't have nice things.
You can't have too many nice things in Ohio.
You can't have too many nice things in Ohio. It's not how.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh! Eric Ebron.
Going for 2. Utah, give me 2 because they're down 25 points.
Yeah,
and
fine.
Somehow, if they're down 25 points, which means 3 times 8 is 24, they'll only be down 1, right? Right?
Yeah, I guess.
No, I don't know why they go for 2, but they're doing it. Who cares?
Who cares? Fucking only money.
Hopefully you get this. I know Pittsburgh's going to score some more.
Ben took over the play calling. Brenton called it.
The pressure's
I'm going to go in. I'm getting a little.
Ooh, really? Ben took over the play calling? Ooh, I like it. Well, he did. He made the decision going for 2. I don't know why, but he did. They did not get it. Fuckers.
Lot more game left.
I didn't like the play. It was a wasted play. That was
somebody just added me on LinkedIn.
That play was a mess. It was a hot mess. All right, Pittsburgh defense, do your job. Don't have a lot of time left.
And thanks for joining us again, and here in the WinBet studios out on the ship. And keep DMing me those. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go through all those WinBet slips I've got in my DMs for people wanting sweatshirts. I'm going to find the ones that won, and then I'm going to tweet them. Be like, look how good this guy did. And if he lost, I'm going to be like, never happened.
Never happened. It was a free play. It was a risk-free bet.
It's risk-free. Don't worry. It's like it never happened.
All right, guys.
It's like sleeping with a girl on the last night of summer camp.
Thanks for watching this. We appreciate.
No one's ever going to find out.
We appreciate you guys hanging in here with us, and we had fun. Hopefully, we at least provide you some entertainment, even if we didn't end up with the winning second half week. We'll get
Subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Thumbs up, please. I'm gonna have to get some of that Knob Creek, man. Seems like that was doing the job.